in order for you to keep pushing and pursuing your dream, your why has to be bigger than any other challenge. Your purpose has to be bigger than any challenge that you face. So when those challenges do arise, you know in your mind, no, because I know what my goal is, I know what my purpose is, I know what my why is.
Naomi Brooks, a very warm welcome to you. You know, when I think about a lot of coaches, not many of them have that business experience, but you're somebody who has grown a business, started a business, and you continue to invest in lots of other businesses. So you come from experience, you understand what it is that people want. Tell us about yourself, your businesses, and your coaching as well.
So I am the CEO of the Hair Sanctuary Limited. It is a hair salon based in Sale in Manchester. We specialise in Afro hair. Hairdressing is my passion. I've always been in hairdressing since the age of 16. I went straight from school into college, and I've always done hairdressing. I've dipped in and out to other things, but hairdressing has always been at the forefront. And having my own salon was my end goal, my dream. And my coaching business came about because of the journey into building my salon. Being a woman in business is difficult anyway, just like being heard, being seen, trying to get into the right spaces, access to resources, all those kind of things was difficult. And then being a Black woman on top of that made it extra hard. So being in those spaces, even if it's all women's spaces and being the only Black person there, made it very difficult to break those circles of people that know each other already, and for people to want to listen to what you have to say as well and understand who you are was tough. So once I got myself established and built my salon, it was something that I vowed to myself that I would always give back to any woman in business in any way that I can, whether it's just friends coming for a bit of advice, this is what I want to do, how can you help me? I said I was always going to do that. And then during the lockdown period, my salon was closed, so no physical business working for me. I decided to then really push and start my coaching business.
Incredible. I mean, you know, when you hear that journey, and it's something that you've always been passionate about. So, you know, you're doing, you call it, you're answering to a calling, you're answering to something that, you know, you've always been destined to do. It takes a lot of guts to do that. You know, there's lots of people who know that they should be doing something, but they don't step out. What gave you the courage to step out and want to make a positive impact in other people's lives?
Oh, I think a bit guts and a bit crazy sometimes. It does take a lot. I think for me, growing up, my mom always had a dream of being a midwife and never fulfilled it. And I felt like a lot of people around me had the same kind of experience. They had this dream or goal and ambition, but then life and circumstances got in the way, so they never fulfilled that. Subconsciously, to always go for what it is that I want. And I always say to myself, as well as anyone else, what's the worst that can happen? If it doesn't work, I can always then go and get a 9-to-5 or an office job. I don't know until I've tried, so I'm at least going to try. If I fail, then at least I've given it all that I could. So that's what has kept me going.
So live with no regrets.
100%.
Incredible. And, you know, obviously your business has done very well. It's continued to grow. You know, how, for the people watching and listening to this, and they say, you know, it sounds all well and good going out there, you know, taking the risks and going out for it and making a change. And yeah, okay, you're living the life you've always dreamt of. But I've tried it and it just doesn't seem to work. What would you say to
It's
that
not
person?
easy. It's definitely not easy. And I think if you're going to give up at the first hurdle and you really don't want it as bad as what you think you want it, um, life always comes with challenges. Whether you're doing your dream job or you're working for someone else, no matter what it is that you're doing, there's always going to be a challenge. You can go to your office job and the boss doesn't like you, and that's going to be an issue every day. Or you can set up your own business and have to deal with the hurdles that come with that. There's always going to be challenges. And I think in order for you to keep pushing and pursuing your dream, your why has to be bigger than any other challenge. Your purpose has to be bigger than any challenge that you face. So when those challenges do arise, you know in your mind, no, because I know what my goal is, I know what my purpose is, I know what my why is, and that is bigger than any situation that can come up. And there's always a problem to every there's always a solution to every problem. The things that we face are not new. People have faced these millions of times before and have overcome them. So there is a solution for everything. We just have to be willing to find that.
That's a great way of looking at life. Where does your philosophy come from?
Life, life experience. I'm always learning, and I will always continue to learn. I think my hairdressing career has taught me that, like, hairdressing, the industry changes so often. You have to be on top of your game. You always got to be willing to learn and continue to grow. And that is just life as well. Things are always going to happen. You're always growing. You're always learning and developing. Yeah, so life has taught me that.
Okay. And do you find yourself consuming a lot of material on personal development because you were very much a go-getter?
Yeah, I do read a lot of books. And I listen to people like Lisa Nichols, Tony Robbins. My social media feed tends to be either hairdressing or positivity. A lot of that is a part of my life. And I think mindset is a massive thing with building a business. You have to have that mindset and that determination to be able to continue to succeed.
And that's really interesting how you said your social media feed is very specifically curated by yourself. You've made it so that it's going to always add value to you. So it's either something to do with your salon, or it's something to do with your coaching. Talk to us about being intentional in that sense, and not wanting to have other things on your feeds.
In terms of what I take in, whether it's through social media, everyday life, things like that, I'm very conscious of it. You subconsciously, you take in so much without even realizing. So you have to be very careful in what you give your attention to. So there's certain things that I won't have on my feed that I don't go looking for. And I think if you're not following those things, you're not going to see it. I don't watch TV, so I don't consume negativity that's on TV, in news, things like that. The things that you eat, just everything that you do affects your mental state. You consume it, it's energy. So I'm very conscious of the energy that I consume. So yeah, I think in order to keep my mindset positive and focused on what I'm doing, everything around me has to align with that as well.
Are you living the life you've dreamt of?
Do you know what? I think about this all the time. And in the present moment, I always am, because I've always, as much as more goals that I want to achieve and the things that I want to succeed, I've always dreamt of being where I am now at any given point. So I'm always living the life of my dreams. Yes.
Excellent. I love your energy, and it's certainly about living life to the fullest and making each moment count. Now, obviously, you want to share that with, with people, and especially more specifically with Black women who you feel are underrepresented. What can they expect through your coaching program?
So my coaching it started off as one-to-one bespoke coaching. I help women build their business and essentially, like myself, live the life of their dreams. But in and making them aware of what comes with that. So understanding how having clear boundaries in place makes a massive difference to not just your personal life, but your business life, your mindset, how you can change that, how that influences your business and impacts your business. And just being confident to step forward, be seen, and share what it is that you've got, and understanding their worth and their value. So that's what I do with one-to-one coaching. Then I also have started group coaching sessions. So I have workshops, boot camps. I'm creating an ebook at the moment as well. So just a few other ways that people can have access to the information and the knowledge to be able to build their business if they don't have the option to work with me one-to-one as well.
And you know, I love the way, you know, you, again, it comes back to that theme, going out there, kicking doors down, making it happen and doing things. Do you ever find yourself overwhelmed trying to run a business, the salon, as well as the coaching business?
Oh, definitely. And I think that's natural. I don't think it's something we should be shy of or ashamed of. It is part of the process. And because a lot of things in business, you are learning as you go along. You're not going to know it all until a situation pops up. You would never have been aware of the need for something. So that is where then the overwhelm comes in. And I think we just have to be able to take stock, step back, analyze what is going on, and then structure a plan to then move forward, and that then deals with the overwhelm. But I think just managing people can be overwhelming. When you have a lot of responsibility, you have to really structure your time and manage yourself and be very organized in order to combat that feeling of overwhelm. But it does happen. It happens to everyone.
Yes, and you know, I suppose you're very fortunate. You've got some great members of staff supporting you with the salon, which gives you a bit more time to focus on the other business. But then also family life comes into play as well. So you're trying to get that balance right. But you know, I think the key thing you said there was the planning, and having a plan in place really does give you the structure for the week. Do you set out a particular day where you think, right, okay, that's Naomi Day, I need to focus on me and structure the week out?
So Sunday is like my completely free day where I don't do any, unless I feel like it, but I don't do any form of business work. So I will do literally whatever I feel like to make me happy, whether I stay in bed all day, go and do my nails, whatever. Sunday is my day. But then Monday is the day where I sit down and plan my week ahead. I catch up with admin when I'm not physically in either of the business on a Monday. I do my admin, I plan my week ahead. And months ahead as well. Sometimes, like, I set my goals yearly, quarterly, monthly, and then weekly. So every Monday I will check in and do that as well.
Wow, very organized indeed. Were you always that way?
I have been, yeah, I have been. I'm very a bit of a control freak sometimes. But I do like to be organized. I think my mind is always active. So if I'm not organized, I will be just running around doing a million and one things at once. So if I organize myself, it gives me that structure and I can focus.
What would you say to 16-year-old Naomi?
Oh, 16-year-old now. Do you know what? I think at 16, I was just very carefree and having fun. And I think I would say to her, continue doing that. Like, have fun. That is what you do at that age. I didn't feel like I missed out on anything. I didn't think I was like delayed in what I was doing, or I should be further ahead in what I was doing. I was very content at 16. The only thing I would say is, which I spoke about in another interview yesterday, follow your mind. and not so much other people. I think I was easily distracted at 16.
But it all happens for a reason, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So there's a lot of exciting things coming up. The people watching, listening to this, they're going to be thinking, I need to connect with Naomi. I need to know more about what she's doing. How can they get in touch?
Oh, many ways. So I'm on social media. So if it's for coaching, my Instagram handle is NCB Coaching. You can get me there. My website is www.naomibrooks.co.uk. You have all my information in terms of one-to-one coaching and my packages and programs there. If it's for hair appointments or advice in that area, my Instagram handle is TH Hair Sanctuary, and the website is thehairssanctuaryltd.com, and you can find us there. The salon is based in Sale, like I said, in Manchester. That is 166 Cross Street. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah, just Google Naomi. She's there. She's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible. Naomi, it's been an absolute joy talking to you. And, you know, you're certainly a go-getter. You're someone who sets a goal, sets a plan, and just goes about doing it and making it happen. Yes, difficult times come in, and sometimes we have hurdles along the way, but you always keep the goal in mind, and that's pulled you through. And I'm sure there'll be some great stories still to come, and how the coaching company is making a big impact in so many people's lives, and we cannot wait to hear those stories.
Oh, that's a goal. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much indeed. If you want some amazing inspiration, check out the videos next to me, and I'll see you right there.